fantastic atmosphere.
Stoke won the toss to wear red and white, and Kevin Lynch gets the first auto windscreen shield final of the new millennium underway. Bristol City wearing this new strip for the first time, this gold with a blue flash. And Clive Clark taking the throw for Stoke City. Here's Kavanagh. Mikael Hansen pushing up on the right of him. Bjarne Gudjonsson has carried on his run. The referee plays the advantage after the tackle on Gudjonsson. Swept up by Andrew Jordan for the throw.
I just feel for Stoke City, Rob. You know, it's going to be a good battle in the midfield. Kevin Lynch will keep a close eye on it. But Connor and Kavanagh are key.
This is Arne Gunnlaugsson, who's on loan from Leicester City.
If he can get it in his left feet, in his left foot, you know, he has got a magical left foot for me. And in front of goal, very cool.
Graham Kavanagh with the throw. Actually just stepped off the field then, which strictly speaking is against the laws. Unusual for a goalkeeper to be wearing number 2.
They're always tight, tense affairs, aren't they, at Wembley? We could do an early goal just to open this match up. Both teams love to attack.
Well, none of the last 10 finals in this competition have been won by more than a margin of more than 1 goal. Last time that happened was back in '89 when Bolton gained a 4-1 victory against Torquay. Will there be an early breakthrough here as Kavanagh takes the kick in towards Gunnarsson? It's O'Connor who hits it. Gives Mercer his first test, although it was fairly straightforward for the goalkeeper.
It just falls him. He's hovering on the edge of the box, headed out. With his right foot, not a bad effort, but right at Mercer.
Wembley can sometimes play havoc with the goalkeeper's nerves, so Mercer will be glad to have got his first real save out of the way. And his opposite number, Gavin Ward, now has his first chance to field the ball. Millen climbing on Thorne, conceding the free kick.
I just wonder if Kavanagh will try this. You can see he's all over him there. Thorne is a handful and he's on his game at the moment.
Has made a late burst forward, although Peter Beadle has followed him back. Gunnlaugsson, who's standing to the right of the free kick, looked disinterested as Kavanagh hit it.
Tell you what, Rob, that is a great save. Mercer with his right hand, a great save. I think he sees this late. He somehow skips past the wall. Smashing save this is. With his right hand, almost beaten. Brilliant stop early on. You see the wall jumps, so he sees it late. Smashing stop.
Here's Murray. And driven into the corner initially by Clark, and it's O'Connor who picks up the pieces. This is Kyle Lightbourne. Stoke have settled into their stride well. Of the two teams, they were the ones to come here last night and have a look around the place. They may have got some of the emotion of their first visit to Wembley out of the way by doing that.
Thorpe and Jordan's going to be a good battle. Now Jordan, the youngster, against Thorpe. Loads of experience. Sorry, Peter Thorne I'm talking about. Bustling striker, good in the air.
Here's Clark. Lightbourne. Gunnlaugsson. Kavanagh. Gunnlaugsson gets it across and Lightbourne turns it in towards Thorne. And Bristol City survive.
Lightbourne, it's a beautiful ball in, and no doubt about it, Gunnlaugsson will twist and turn all day. Brilliant ball, they look to the linesman, nothing there. And Mercer grabbing it in the end safely. Goodness me. Lightbourne's touch had been a little bit better, he could have got his left shot away. Good challenges in there. And Bristol City, 3 defenders helping the keeper.
But at the other end, Thorpe here has got away from Mullen, and Beadle from close range turns it wide.
Well, I just wonder if there was a hint of offside here, Rob. The linesman keeps his flag down. But Tony Thorpe is so tricky around the box. Brilliant, waiting for help, delays. And that's a great chance, glorious chance. Tries to prod it with his left foot. Oh, glaring miss.
Lining up a strike. He made his full debut in this competition and got his only goal in it against Rochdale in the area final, Mikael Hansen.
Carey just smashing into Gunnlaugson. Gunnlaugson's struggling at the moment. He just come inside Carey, bang. He was going to lose the ball anyway. His captain was there. Will throw a few dummies, Gunnlaugson.
Kavanagh with the free kick. Thorne was going for it, cleared to O'Connor.
Living a wee bit dangerously back there, aren't they? Millen again had a good head, and eventually it was the captain Millen clearing. Thorne and Lightburn causing problems. See how tight it is. 4 plays 4. On target is Stoke, who are the more accurate. As the Stoke fans burst into Delilah. For me, it's one of the great football songs.
Well, we wondered how long it would take for them to strike up their anthem.
Who was it, the Alex Harvey band? Bob looks at me.
From Goodison, what progress he's made. Lightburn wanted it played early. Well, lovely layoff, but off. They've made a real hash of it. And Millen in the end. Here's Kavanagh.
Just a bit over, but smashing play from Stoke City. And Millen again come to the rescue. But what about this? Get me a pair of these boots. Silver boots. Fantastic skills from the centre-half. And Lightburn thinks he keeps going here. He goes for the 1-2, and suddenly Bristol City getting all sorts of problems. But it's Millen again to the rescue, the skipper. And eventually Kavanagh trying one with the right foot, not too far away. Excellent pressure. And Kavanagh is dangerous in this position. Too much elevation.
Both teams have made it an excellent atmosphere, and it's been a good open start to the game as well. Gunnlaugson,
he will try and just get half a yard on Gunnlaugson, and he'll try and bend it in with a sweet left foot. This time, well, no accuracy in it, but look, he's not scared to take players on. He's got lovely balance, just gets half a yard, can't get his left foot around that enough.
Nothing to choose between the teams when they've played already in the league this season. They drew 1-1 at the Britannia Stadium in what turned out to be Gary Megson's last game in charge. 2-2 at Ashton Gate. Murray pulls it across.
So lucky, you know, every time little Tony Thorpe gets it, he's looking for the pace of Murray, and then Beadle with a near post run. Good play. This is a danger. Down Stoke City's left and Bristol City's right.
Holland. It's Jordan. Now Tinian. Aaron Brown up to his left, but he's looked instead to Tony Thorpe.
Ooh, he's gone down right on the edge of the box, Rob. Gunnarsson was the man. I don't think Gunnarsson could get out of the way. Mr. Lynch shaking his head. But again, it's tricky footwork here. Goes through his legs. Does he stop him? I don't know. I think maybe a little Thorpe runs into him.
Lightbourne's touch on, it's Thorne at the other end. Again, a challenge that has all eyes focusing on the referee, but he gives the challenge of Carey to have been perfectly legal.
Surely it's got to be a corner then. I don't think for 1 minute this is a penalty, but that's a corner. You can see he gets a toe on it. Mr. Lynch says no. No way was I saying penalty here. The Stoke fans were claiming it, you can see, but it comes off the defender.
Murray.
Yeah, he's back his feet. The referee's doing well here.
Tinian's got it through, and it's Aaron Brown! It was a difficult angle for him, and
touch, he'd have made the angle better for himself, and the near post was maybe the place to put it there.
Thorpe drives across. Always going well away from Gavin Ward's goal, that one. But the goalkeeper had to stand his ground there against the youngster Brown. O'Connor. Gunnlaugson. Lightbourne did well to retrieve it for Kavanagh. He's weaved his way through. Oh, that is found the gap! Kavanagh did what Brown was unable to do a few moments ago. He saw the gap between Mercer and the post, and he exploited it.
Wow, the pressure beginning to tail off now. High fives on the Stoke City bench, and Kavanagh, with his wealth of experience, he really whacks this in with his left foot. Great finish. He's enjoying this first half, Kavanagh. Goes in there to Gunnlaugson. He miscontrols suddenly. Kavanagh bursts through. Good trickery footwork. Left foot finds the top corner. Past Mercer. But this is class. Three bodies around him. Carey can't get there. And the driving finish at the near post. On his left foot, Carey comes to block. Kavanagh fires. Near post, 1-0.
Murray gets it across here to Brown, and here's Peter Beadle, and it's blocked by Moen. Moen there has to prevent the corner. It's a 10th goal of the season for Graham Kavanagh.
Watch the way he moves the ball. He's got three players around him. 1, 2. Carey comes across, can't get there, fires at left foot near post and hits the back of the net. Beautiful sweeping run, just gets away from him, the right pace on the ball, near post. Could Mercer have done better?
Tinnier.
Great saves.
It's the third Wembley final that Stoke City have participated in, and they've won the previous two, which were 20 years apart. The League Cup back in 1972, and this very competition in 1992, when Mark Steen got their only goal. It's Murray's ball in, and Beadle went for it, and it was a vital header away by Hansen. Good header too.
Brilliant ball, brilliant ball.
It's Bell who's whipped it in this time. Thorne's touch, and O'Connor losing his footing allowed Holland to make up the ground.
Yeah, brilliant from the corner. Holland was looking for a run, there was no run on. He had to take a couple of more touches, which enabled O'Connor to get back with a sliding challenge.
Well, the hard-working O'Connor really has typified Stoke's determination to succeed in this first half. Half-time, and it's Stoke who have the lead. A deserved lead as well, really, on the balance of play, and Graham Kavanagh has been inspirational in that midfield and has got the goal that separates the teams at the halfway mark.
As the manager has a quiet word with his players, let's have a look at how the Kavanagh goal was celebrated.
No changes to either team at half-time. So the question is, will a journey that started on a freezing night against Darlington in December in front of a crowd of just over 3,000 end in glory at Wembley for Stoke City? They're 45 minutes away from achieving it, thanks to Graham Kavanagh, this man's first half goal. Clearance by Holland. There's Gunnarsson. This is Aaron Brown, who had one of Bristol City's best opportunities in the first half. Murray to lead the charge, and he's gone down. He delayed it slightly before he went down, and I wonder if that convinced the referee to reject his appeal.
Well, the linesman's on that far side as well. Mr. Lynch having a big smile on his face. And I was looking quickly at the linesman. This fella Murray's causing all sorts of problems, and that looks contact to me. Let's maybe see it different from this angle. Good little dink, and there's definitely the slightest of contact there from Clark. Murray screams at the referee. Mr. Lynch has none of it.
Bell. Holland! Great save from Ward.
Well, it's a nice height for Ward. He gets his left hand to it. Holland just needed it a little bit towards the corner more. Beadle with a layoff. Holland right foot, goes to the bender. And touched over from Gavin Ward. Nice height. It needed to be a little bit more towards the corner. But good pressure from this time. Good pressure again from Bristol City.
Tinian. Kerry. More congested there for him with Gunnlaugsson and Lightbourne battling away. He's done well to emerge with it, Murray. It's Clark who halts him in his tracks.
Every time Murray gets in that side, Rob, you feel something's going to happen. You know, he suddenly gets it to beat and he attacks with pace.
Gunnlaugsson. Deep one this time to Lightbourne.
Ball. Definitely a handball there. I think it hit Carey's hand.
O'Connor. Lightbourne's cross. Cleared by the head of Millen that time, but Stoke fans were appealing there against Lewis Carey.
We've got a man down in the box. I think it's Peter Thorne has taken a tumble with that ball from Gunnlaugsson on his left foot, plays it to Lightbourne. Look at Carey's arm here. Lightbourne heads, and that's definitely, what's his hand doing up there? His left hand is up there. Lightbourne wins the header clearly.
Thorne in his battle to get to that ball, taking a knock. Quite a shiner.
Oh dear.
And now Clark. Run this from Clark. Thorne. It's Gunnlaugsson.
Good block from Jordan. Jordan's doing well there. 3 good headers and then getting the block. Gunnlaugsson coming inside on his weaker right foot. Nice little dummy again, looking for a little bender, and Jordan on the deck gets his foot to it.
Tinian. Scott Murray.
And again, Murray, the threat on the right-hand side.
Even the Stoke manager, I think, now getting anxious about the amount of possession that Bristol City are having. Stoke have twice thrown away leads in league games against Bristol City this season. Are they going to do it a third time?
I think he's worried, Rob, about the threat down the right-hand side that Bristol City are causing. There's no doubt Murray's possessing the biggest danger.
And here's Bristol City's most potent threat. Murray getting into the box again and trying to drive it in a gap between Ward and the post.
Beadle's raging. Beadle is raging, Rob. He wants it across the goal here. He gets in a fantastic position. Beadle now coming into the picture. Here he comes. Now he says across the goal. And that's a waste. Beadle is furious. He just get his foot round that. He drives to the near post. Good save by Ward.
Stoke going to make a change here. The former Bristol City man, Richard Dryden.
Gunnlaugsson is actually getting booked. Arna Gunnlaugsson must have said something as he departs. Kevin Lynch showing him the yellow card.
So Arna Gunnlaugsson is withdrawn just past the hour mark. And it's the defender coming on to take his place. Richard Dryden, who's played for Bristol City and Bristol Rovers, which is why his entry is greeted with a chorus of jeers. Tinian's corner, Beadle's flick, and Millen unable to convert.
They're just behind them, the big captain. He's played a real heroic role today for me. He's in the thick of everything. Stanbiro gets the flick just behind Keith Millen.
He did his best to make something of it.
Just can't understand why Stoke's midfield they've just got a sleek second half. I'm sure Gunlagsson's come off, Rob, because of the threat of Scott Murray. He's not getting back and helping Clark.
That flexibility of systems that Gudjon Tordersen has tried to encourage will be needed now. They're playing with a back five, Dryden having dropped back in there alongside Gunnarsson and Moen, with Hansen and Clark operating on the flanks. Hansen here having to dig in against Brown, who did well to emerge with it.
Yeah, Brown's just taking a knock against Moen. He's dived in with 2 feet there, Brown. A little bit frustrated, and I don't know if he's fallen or he's caught Moen, but he's come off the worst here. Watch him dive in a minute. Just the ball goes loose. Now he flings it in the challenge. Now he's clutching his right knee. Just getting a bit frustrated, 2-footed, and look at him grimace in agony. Looks like the right leg, right ankle and knee.
Light ball. Kavanagh. Light ball again.
Holding on. Intelligent ball from Kavanagh to Lightburn on his left foot. Mercer was always behind this one. Kavanagh just get a touch is good, he just waits, says go on then. Lightburn, one touch, drives it, keeps it low. No problem for Mercer.
Bring one of the youngsters on here, Bristol City. It's 18-year-old Damien Spencer, replacing another product of their youth system, Aaron Brown, who had that injury a few moments ago. Spencer actually came through the youth programme, having been seen playing in the Ryman League, age 15 for Windsor and Eton. Gunlagson, who previously was substituted by Stoke, was shown a yellow card before he went off for a foul, after which the referee had played an advantage, but when play stopped and Gunlagson was about to be withdrawn, he was booked. Here's Kavanagh. Lightburn and Thorne both in the area alongside him, and he's pulled it behind them both.
I'll tell you what, there's nothing wrong with that ball. He just needed one of his midfield players to be running onto it. That's it. For me, that's unlucky.
Dryden. Thorne. Cleared by Bell. There's Beadle. Here's Tinian. Thorpe has made an excellent run and Moen gets to it.
What a challenge from Moen. Brilliant.
Perry gets away from Peter Thorne. And that challenge from O'Connor has the referee reaching for his book again.
Well, Carey's on a run here. He just gets a touch. For me, the challenge is not high. It's a 50-50. Carey just gets his toe to it. And the spark, you know, that's why O'Connor's furious.
The referee has told him to calm down.
As I said, Rob, Scott Murray went flying across. Had a go at O'Connor. I think it looked a lot worse than what it was.
Here's Lightburn. Gudjonsson.
Not a bad effort. He's got quick feet, this guy, Gudjonsson. Moves it a couple of times and flies it into Mercer's goal. Not bad. 3 touches, power on the right foot, just too high.
Got a lot of possession and pressure in this second half without making any real headway, Bristol City. If that's starting to affect their spirits with less than 18 minutes to go. Murray, who's shown himself to be capable of conjuring something.
Well, he's got to start making some of the crosses telling, Rob. He's had so much of the ball and he has looked sharp, he's looked dangerous, but his ball in the box hasn't been the best.
Tinian's kick.
Bristol City have got the equaliser. Holland stooping to meet Tinian's corner, and it's 1-1, and the Bristol Horns are celebrating.
I think the writing was on the wall. Tinian again with a sweet left peg, puts in a delightful ball. There's plenty of bodies in there. Holland flings himself at it, heads it down. And I just wonder, it looks as if maybe it came off Spencer.
the Bristol City crowd will be arguing about who scored it. They're just delighted to be back in the game. It looked like it might be running away from them. But whether or not there was an inadvertent deflection from Damien Spencer, the 18-year-old who's only recently come on, Bristol City now could be in the ascendancy. Carey. Murray with a cross. Spencer's there this time.
Well, if he did get a touch, that could have been second.
So plenty more drama to come as Murray whips it back across. And Dryden just hesitated for a moment as Thorpe was closing in.
Clark's having a torrid time there against Murray. Having a torrid time. Murray's pace is causing all sorts of problems.
Jordan. And Murray was coming back from an offside position. This is Thorpe. It's Spencer!
I'll tell you what, Rob, he could have had a hat-trick. He's been on about 7 or 8 minutes now. That could have been a hat-trick. Thorpe with a delightful ball. Beadles took the defender away. Look at this! What a chance! Totally mistimes it.
Moan gets it back into Lightbourne.
Well, Stoke, we've got a lot of thinking to be done now.
Here's Paul Holland. Murray's cross that deflects, and it's a corner. Well, they got the equaliser from a Tinian corner, and they conjure a winner this time. From the same side, Tinian gets it across.
Not the tallest, but once again gets his head to it. This time, no deflection, straight award. Lovely ball again from Tinian, swings it in with a left peg, pace and swing on the ball. Look at Ward, legs over the ground, low, behind the goal line, but not his body.
Well, Stoke here are visibly flagging. Good Johnson has started to look quite fatigued.
Carey's complaining here. It's a silly free kick to give away, Rob. Good Johnson's taken. Oh,
Kavanagh pulls it back across the Thorne. He couldn't miss. Brilliantly quick thinking from Stoke to take the free kick. Bristol are protesting to Kevin Lynch about the taking of it.
Rob, I was just about to say, Carey, stupid challenge, Carey. He was complaining to the referee. Now watch this. Good Johnson puts the ball down. Is it rolling? No, it's not. Kavanagh appears. Beautiful ball at the far post. Thorne doesn't miss from 1 yard. Bristol City complaining bitterly. They've been caught napping. Thorne puts them to the sword. Kavanagh's quick thinking as well. Thorne bangs it in. Empty net. 2-1.
It's the 50th goal of Peter Thorne's Stoke City career. Will it be enough to earn them the silverware?
Rob, Bristol City were on the way to winning this. Carey's challenge there on Good Johnson. For me, there was no need for it. Bristol City players are still protesting. And Thorne says, thank you very much. A Wembley goal, his 23rd.
Well, they've lost their heads here. They're surrounding Kevin Lynch, and Scott Murray, in particular, has talked himself into trouble.
Rob, you can see the problem Bristol City had there. But once he gives a free kick, that's it. You don't turn your back on it, you don't complain. Because Stoke, Good Johnson, he's quick thinking, gives it to Kavanagh. Kavanagh far post, they're still arguing with Kevin Lynch, and they're 2-1 down. That should be the winner.
Well, Murray, who was lucky not to get himself into trouble before when he intervened in a spat that really didn't concern him, is getting booked now, and Tony Forthrop must be concerned at the way that his team appear to be losing their discipline. They've lost a goal because of a lapse in concentration, and somehow now they have to try and get back on an even keel. He's got it across well. Tinian couldn't have been very far away. Thorpe delayed.
It's gone down, Rob. No penalty, the referee says. Thorpe's first touch got away from him. He's normally so clinical in this position. His first touch lets him down, but is he caught? Have a look here when the touch goes away. Is there a challenge there? Ooh, could have been given. Could have been given. Thorpe's first touch. And that's a lunging challenge there. Goodness me. all happening.
It's Kevin Lynch's farewell season as a Football League referee. I don't think he'll be getting too many farewell cards from Bristol. Tinian's corner again, and Spencer's in there again. Tinian tries to feed it back in there. Tinian, he's been the one to stop back with Millen staying in the attack here.
A little breather now for Stoke defenders who are defending for their lives back there.
Here's Clark. Positive stuff from Clive Clark.
There's only one place where this is going.
I don't know how much time they've got to add on. They're finding out now, though. It's 3 minutes.
They're whistling in the parties and they're whistling away to her right. They want to hear Mr. Lynch's whistle. He's looked at his watch.
Thorpe has got inside Hansen this time. Tinian. Bell, can he drive it across? Beyond Beadle. Murray coming in. Beadle looks to turn it in, and Goodison blocks it.
What a chance.
Murray, 4 waiting in the middle for Bristol City. 5 back for Stoke, and the pressure is relieved.
Beadle's had 2 good chances, Rob, but he stabbed up both of them. 2 good chances he's had now.
As a former Port Vale player, it really would be rubbing salt into the wounds if Peter Beadle was to score a goal to deny Stoke this trophy. But they're in the driving seat, and they're driving forward again here. O'Connor's put Lightbourne through, but he can't finish. It's all about defending now for Gudjon Torderson's side. Murray. Now O'Connor. Now Lightbourne. O'Connor. Lightbourne.
Yeah. Intelligent play, Rob. Intelligent play. Bristol City are on their knees now. What a crushing blow that second goal was.
Well, Bristol City quickly get on with the throw because Stoke were plotting a substitution. Is there time yet for an equaliser? Stoke fans now on the edge of their seats, hoping that their team can hang on.
Yeah, Lightbourne's a man going off.
Has the job already been done? Chris Iwelumo is the man who comes on to take his place. Bristol City's last chance perhaps as the throw-in is flicked on and cleared. And Stoke City have won it. And 2 months after the passing of Sir Stanley Matthews, his first club win on the hallowed turf that he once graced. It's the Auto Windscreens Shield trophy, and it's Peter Thorne's 50th goal for Stoke City that's won it. The first silverware of Gudjon Torderson's reign. Thorne may have a black eye, but he won't care too much about the pain of that. It was a narrow victory in the end, and Bristol City gave them some scares in the second half. But a piece of quick thinking from a free kick, in the end won the day for the men from the Potteries. Clive Clark, the youngster who was given such a difficult time by Scott Murray. James O'Connor, whose play was blemished to a degree by a booking, but who put in one of his usual tenacious displays. I think Peter Thorne can barely see out of that right eye at the moment, such is the swelling underneath it. But Graham Kavanagh sent them on their way with that goal in the first half, and he's now being congratulated by coach Nigel Pearson. John Rudge, who brought Port Vale here to Wembley, now a winner here with their great rivals. from Stoke.
Peter, what are you feeling right now?
Oh, I feel fantastic at the minute. You know, it was a tough game. It was a hot day. I didn't play too well, but you know, I got the goal at the end. It won the game, so pleasing day in the end.
Oh, it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. It's the first time I've played at Wembley, and they say there's no place for losers here, so we're determined to win. But the manner in which we did, we had good character. They come back with a good goal, probably a bit sloppy by Air Park, but to come back and score, we have great determination. Hopefully now we can carry that forward to the league.
Maybe this match will go down as a Matthews final in memory of Sir Stanley, who sang "Abide With Me" in his memory before the game. And it's the club of his hometown, the first club with which he was associated, who will go up and collect the Auto Windscreen Shield, the first time it's been awarded in the new millennium.
Is this a start, Rob? Is this Stoke turning the corner? We saw Grimsby do it here, didn't we? Win twice at Wembley, Stoke going for the playoffs. Is this the start of Stoke? There's a big club coming back.
Look at the delight on Nicky Mohan's face. He's been here as a playoff winner with Bradford. He'll hope to be here again as a playoff winner at the end of May, being congratulated there by his chairman, now by the England coach.
Hope he's got some muscles.
It is the heaviest trophy on offer, and Nicky Mohan lifts it to the delight of the Stoke City fans. And fittingly, a picture of Sir Stanley Matthews in the background there as he lifted it. You know, Graham Kavanagh's previous goal in the competition before today was against Blackpool, and against the Blackpool team that included a player called Matthews, Rob Matthews. So maybe it was always fated to be Stoke City's year. Here at Wembley, in what's due to be the last final of this competition, played under the Twin Towers. The Matthews final. And I'm sure that from that great gantry in the sky, he will have been watching it. Peter Thorne, the man who won the day, notching up his half-century of goals for the club in the process. To rub salt into Bristol City wounds, of course, a former Swindon Town player. What a proud moment it will be for the manager who's next in line to Gavin Ward there, who's got a hero's reception. Gudjon Torderson, the first match he's ever watched at Wembley, and it's resulted in victory for his team. It's a proud moment for father and son. Gudjon Torderson's own son, Bjarni Gudjonsson.
I'm really proud, yeah, but this is for the fans. It has to be for the fans. And fucking magnificent here, really superb.
What sort of game was it to play in?
It's really hard. The pitch is soft and get your legs really tired early. Late on second, I was getting really tired, but then they came in and we got a goal on a great time and finished them off.
Yeah, what about the goal on your part in it? Was it a free kick, do you think?
Yeah, it was a free kick. He ran in my back and I went down, yeah, free kick.
And what a proud afternoon this is for their players, and for Richard Dryden, the former Bristol City and Bristol Rovers man who had his slice of glory by coming on as a substitute in the second half. And guess what the Stoke fans are singing?
I tell you what, you know, they've waited a long time for this, haven't they, Stoke City? You know, we've been up there so many times to the Potteries. There's been doom and gloom. Suddenly they get a chance to come down to Wembley in the thousands, probably 35,000, and they get the victory. Second half wasn't fantastic for them, was it? At one stage they must have been biting their nails, thinking at 1-1 we're going to lose this. But Thorne, who's had a great season, fitting he gets a goal. It's a shame the way the goal came about. Carey was furious, wasn't he? But quick thinking Stoke, Gudjonsson to Kavanagh, who was superb, and there was Peter Thorne, just to stick in the winner and send them home happy up north.
Republic of Ireland international Graham Kavanagh, who scored the first and was involved in the second, and Peter Thorne, who converted the second to secure the win.
What a scene, fantastic. there's something special about Wembley, isn't there? Now, even coming here before the game up in the gantry, when the game kicks off, abide with me, there's a tingle there.
Well, the spirit of Sir Stanley Matthews must live on. Stoke City, winners at Wembley, beneath the Twin Towers. And the last time that the Auto Windscreen Shield final will be played beneath the Twin Towers. They've won the trophy here, beating Bristol City by 2-1.
It's just every footballer's dream to come to Wembley in front of a full house and win a cup. I mean, it's got its critics, this cup, but hey, it's just great to be here and to win in front of our own fans, 36,000. It's just brilliant.
I was very relieved. I'm very proud of the boys. They were so hard. They kept their head. They kept their head under very difficult circumstances after they scored the goal. So I'm very proud of them. I'm very proud that I could take a part in such a marvelous game and the circumstances and the atmosphere. Everything here is marvelous.
Was there a man of the match for you?
I never pick a man of a match. I just pick the team.
And the fans, Thorne ball in the army, they were shouting earlier.
I mean, the fans, they're just superb. I mean, come on, who can ask for more? I'm very proud of my fans. They've also earned it. They stood behind us all the time, and when we first spoke about Wembley, they were hungry for Wembley as well, so I hope they have enjoyed it as well.
That'll be possible. Enjoy the celebrations.
You're welcome.
Nick, you've been in a playoff here with Bradford. What does it mean, though, to lead a side up those famous steps?
It's the best day of my career. I mean, before the game, I had to stop myself from crying. Such an occasion for me to lead the lads out in front of this. I mean, they come back into it and go back to 1-1. They could have went either way then. And we had the break, Thorne scored, and it was brilliant. And to lead the boys up the stairs is the best day of my career.